As a man, I mess up. I see a lot of men who mess up and they beat themselves, they shame themselves, they guilt themselves, and it's ongoing neurotic, toxic cycle. I'm not a perfect human being. I make a lot of mistakes, but the most important part when you do mess up is restoring integrity with yourself. So here's the actual steps that you can take to restore integrity with yourself. Number one is face and accept your reality. You have to take a few moments, whether it's a few seconds to minutes to hours, to accept what actually happened and the reality that you're in. Stop trying to fight it. Stop trying to say that this is not you or that you made a mistake and all of these things. Just face it. Just accept the reality. This is what happened. This is how I feel. This is the thoughts that I had. This is the actions I took or didn't take. This allows you to move on to step two, which is to seek to understand why you did what you did. View this as a learning experience instead of something that you push down and say that this is not you and you messed up and shame and guilt yourself. View it as an opportunity. View it as the universe trying to teach you lessons. And I remember someone telling me this. They said, every time something happens over and over again, it's because you haven't learned the lesson yet. Okay, the universe is still trying to teach you something that you're not integrating. So view this as the universe trying to actually teach you something and seek to understand why you did what you did. What I like to do is actually take down a notepad or open up your notes in your iPhone and start to write down what happened. Why did this happen? What environment was I in? Who was I around? What was the experience? Was there any triggers? Was there any emotions at that time that came up? Why did this happen? Whether it was you doing something or not doing something, saying something or not saying something, thinking something or not thinking something, why did it happen? Number three is acknowledge the consequences. If you did something where there's consequences behind them, accept full responsibility. Matter of fact, if it's something that involves other people, acknowledge explicitly what you have done and accept the responsibility of the consequences themselves, whether that's you trying to make amends, whether that's you trying to do something to showcase that you're trying to not repeat the same pattern. Number four is try to correct the behavior or have a plan of action for when the behavior is about to show up again. So create an actual plan, whether that's you find out, okay, I was in this environment and because of this environment, I got angry, or because of this environment, I partook in a certain action or an addiction that I don't like. Well, I'm going to remove myself from that environment. Or if I have that emotion come up again, this is the action step that I'm going to take. Actually create an action plan, because guess what? Inevitably, this is going to come up again. And when it does come up again, you want to have an action plan to see if that action plan actually works. If it doesn't work, don't worry. Again, the universe is trying to teach you something, and it's trying to teach you, hey, this action plan doesn't work, so we need to find out another solution. And number five, commit to not repeat the behavior. Make it a conscious choice. Say, I commit to making sure that I don't do this again. If it does happen again, I am going to learn from it and create a new action plan so that it doesn't happen again. But I want to get rid of this behavior. I want to get rid of these thoughts. I want to get rid of X, Y, Z out of my life. And this allows you to restore integrity with yourself. So let's go over the steps again. Number one is face and accept the reality that you're in. Number two, understand what you did. So actually take some notes on what happened, the environment, the influences, the emotions. Number three, acknowledge explicitly and take responsibility for the consequences. Number four, commit to overcoming this problem with specific action steps. And number five, try to make amends and try to not repeat the behavior. If you like this video, make sure to click that subscribe button and let me know in the comment section below if I missed anything or what your thoughts are around this video or any suggestions of future videos I should make, and we will talk soon.